Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and apparently I'm a monster who drugged Alejandro, Johnny's doorman. We used him for access. Well, I thought it was finally time to clear the air. Alejandro, thank you for being here, my man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing really good. Thank you for the invite. And sorry that happened.
Well, we got a lot to unpack here. I'm here with Steph as well. Steph was there. Steph witnessed it too, just so I have, because I was on the other side. I didn't really catch a lot of this, but Steph was next to you. So I thought better to clear the air, and I appreciate you coming back on here to do this because, look, Alex, the only reason, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And I've tried my best to sort of, yeah, I was trying. I was trying.
Supervisor got me in trouble. They say, well, hey, I showed up to work on Monday. Say, oh, that's true.
You did. I was trying to keep all this out there, but there are so many people now who are trying to take this out of. There was some interview someone told me. I thought rather than have any sort of nonsense, I want to bring you on. Let's have the conversation. Let's clear the air. So let's do it. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Look, the only thing I was upset about is that you drank a lot. You really drank too much. And what was frustrating was like a lot of people in my crew, Marcella included, who got us these tickets. They were really upset. And you got to remember, like, I didn't invite you just because I didn't think you'd want to come, but you reached out to me. And then everyone's like, Andy's using that. Like, no, when you reached out through Amy, I was stoked to have you there because I'm a fan. I've had your back. We're not friends, but I support you and I want to help you. And when I thought that you might come, I was like, well, shit, yeah, it'd be so fun to hang. I'm sure the fans would love to meet you. I'm sure Johnny would love to see you. There was no version of me trying to use you for access. Like, if anybody wants to really get it debunked, just go to my Instagram and see who follows me of Johnny's friends. You'll see I've got access to people through Johnny, guys. That's how between that and Laura B, that's how I got backstage. No offense, Alejandro. That's not what did it. But just to clear the air, do you feel like we were using you? Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know. The thing is, I reached to you. I reached to you. You were not tell me, hey, you know what? I got a ticket for you. No, I call you. I text you. And you told me. I didn't know. How is it going to be that you were using me?
Well, thank you for clearing that up because exactly like Amy reconnected and I would have happily brought you, dude. I after, the conversations we've had, I know the fan base is a fan of yours. And I don't want this to be some calling you out as mean stuff. Like, it's Vegas. People drink. It happens. Like, I want to put it onto the bridge. But that was one explanation. The other allegation was that we drugged you to create a scene, Alex. Is that possible in your mind that we did?
No, but if you guys got drugs, you should guys let me know.
Drugs like that? No. Jesus. I don't have them like that. I would never. But if I have them, I will let you know. Well, all right. Well, so thank you for clearing those up. Thank you for clearing up those things. Sort of the other allegations was that we left you high and dry. And I thought before we get there, it might be good to go through what actually happened. Because, Alex, I don't know if you remember what actually happened. Do you remember what happened?
Yes, I do remember everything.
Okay, good. All right. Because
one of the things I heard that was really aggressive. I've never been aggressive. Everybody knows me that I'm never aggressive. I like to argue. Like people say, hey, they told me we need to talk. They said, I don't know you. I don't need to talk to you. Let's step outside. No, why should I go outside? My mom told me not to hang around people I don't know.
Smart advice. Well, so just to go back to something I didn't know, and I probably should have saw this earlier. To be perfectly honest, you posted this on your TikTok, so it's not like I'm trying to betray anything. This was something Alex posted.
It's funny to hang around with people they don't know me. They don't know I'm a big alcoholic and I drink a lot.
It was something I probably should have known before we brought you to Vegas.
As a matter of fact, I'm trying to get a bar right now in Mexico.
Yeah, well, to be fair and to try to help you, like you were getting a lot of I was late. It was a little stressed when I showed up, but you were buying some drinks, and then once the fans and the party started, you were getting a lot of free shots and drinks after that fact, correct?
I did get a lot. Like I said, like 90% of the drinks I got, they were free. There were too many.
Yeah, so that's what heated up, and that's what I said.
Anyone down? I'm not gonna say no. and it was like a combination with too many drinks and my medication,
Right.
and I guess that was it. And one of the times my doctor told me like, "Well, you're lucky you don't get alcohol poison." But like,
Yeah.
it is what
Well,
it is.
so yeah, no, and then so this was the one of us prior. Do I have your permission to share this clip of us pre-concert talking? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
This
I
was
know
so
that-
there was a moment where you and I shared like a moment because I was like, Alex, please don't drink it, because I think you ordered like 3 more shots, wasn't it, Steph? Like there was a point where we heard, like I could tell, like I noticed in the front row, I'm like, oh, Alex has had too much, and then I heard you order more. And that's when I got concerned, because I was like, oh, wait, I didn't really realize what was happening. And I came and talked to you and I was like, Alex, please, like, I don't want them to kick you out. Like, please just, let's time down the drinks. You don't need any more. We got you, man. It's going to be fun. And then I filmed this.
How excited are you?
I'm fucking excited, like. Hey, that's it. Yeah. You think that word to kick me out? Like, look.
That was the drink.
No, they can't. Dude, no, for real though. How excited are you to see this live?
I was just trying to like.
Fucking address.
I'm ready to do so much air guitar.
Look, Alex was having a blast. The end of the day, Alex was having a blast. That's why I share it. Like you were, sure you had a little much to drink, but we were just trying to, everyone's had a friend drink too much.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in this situation.
I would just want to clear that. And the last drink that I got, it didn't taste good. I don't know what it was. And they're like, oh man, this is like really not good. And that's probably why it did it.
Yeah, well, so anyway, I don't want to do it all, but there was a point here that, because there was talk of, we didn't give you the ticket. I want to nip in the bud. No offense to you, but so everyone I know, you wouldn't have had this wristband on your wrist if you didn't have a ticket. Yeah. And we all had wristbands, and they all gave you tickets. And I think there was a miscommunication, because we'll get to what happened later. You didn't have a wristband on, and so you were like, I don't know what happened. You thought maybe that we didn't give that to you, but Alex had absolute access. He had his ticket. In order to sit in that front row, we had to have that wristband. And as you can see, we all had it.
Into the front row without a ticket, without a wristband.
Correct. So I'm just
just to interject, in terms of what you just saw there, in terms of what Alex was drinking, he was drinking a Bud Light with a whiskey chaser. He was ordering like double, triple shots of whiskey as a chaser to his Bud Light, just to kind of give you a little bit of context of what he was drinking at the time in the front row. And like you can see right here, I'm literally next to him. I mean, Lewis is in the middle of us, but I'm nigh on literally sat next to him anyway, so I saw everything.
And to be clear, we had your back, dude. So what ended up happening, and I don't want to get it all. I have some footage and stuff, but here I'll show the wide shot. We're like over here, like on this front. And then as Johnny comes out, this is when Johnny comes out, and that's when sort of shit started happening. There was a few people came over to Alex because I think you threw up or you spit out the drink, but Steph confirmed there was a moment, and they came to ask you about it. And then when they asked you about it, like, hey, I think that from what I heard through Lewis, they were like, can you just come outside so we can make sure you're okay? And you were like, no, I'm good. I'm not doing anything. And to Alex's credit, he wasn't doing anything. He did have a moment where he spit up, but it was frustrating because the security wouldn't listen to us. We're like, guys, he's mellowed out. In fact, I have there was an image. I have he was just, so we were sleeping. There was a point, Alex, you were just asleep. And so it's just frustrating because the security totally overdid it because you were just didn't want to get up. And then there was a part of me that's why are you making him get up? I told all the ones near me, I'm like, leave him alone. Why are you getting him up? And so it took 3 songs, and that's where things sort of took to shit. I have 3 songs here that I have the footage and I want to just do it, but more and more security started coming because you're like, I'm not going. And then at a certain point, I don't want to play all the video, but there they are, finally get you up, and they sort of cuffed you and moved you back. And because of that, because it took so long, that's when people started tweeting and going, oh my God, they created a stunt. Alex got apprehended. The reality was that's what happened. Alex wasn't creating a scene. He was a little drunk. And then the security asked him to go outside, and he just didn't want to go outside. And I understand where you were coming from, Alex. What was really frustrating for me is after that happened, I immediately went backstage because we didn't have a chance to really talk after. I went backstage because we were Johnny pulled us back for Laura and I to talk to him. So I was sort of out of it, but I was texting my crew, Amy, Michael, Paige, and I know a few of them. I was like, make sure you find out what happened to Alex. Like, is he okay? I know at one point Kim had to like leave a song to check like what happened. Like we all were very worried about you, dude. And we were checking, and what was really the most frustrating to me, and then I'll let you share your side. There was a point where we were waiting for you. We were in the lobby for hours waiting for you, for them to release you to us. And then they told us, oh, we took him off property. And we're like, what the fuck do you mean you took him off property? We've been waiting here for hours in the lobby, Amy, everybody, like to take him to the car so we could get home safely. And I think you know, in your drive, you're a little out of it. They didn't tell you. You felt maybe we let you go, but I assure you, buddy, we were not letting you go. I was so concerned. We were all concerned. We were trying to text you. And I eventually got a hold of you later in the evening to know that you were around. But anyway, I just wanted to get it all out there.
What we did after that, Andy, is that I initially came up to you, Alex, during the concert, and I asked you, where were you staying? I had to ask you a couple of times, but you eventually told me which hotel you were staying at, because we knew that once the concert ended, we needed to get you into an Uber and make sure that you got back to your hotel safely. So when we were waiting outside, in the casino lobby, we literally went to the security guards and we were like, whatever happens, when you release him, please release him into our custody. We know where he's staying. We want to make sure he gets back to his hotel. Okay, just give him to us. Tell us where we need to meet. We'll be there. Give him to us. We spent hours waiting. It wasn't until past midnight. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. They eventually told us that they let you go, but they didn't give you to us. So then it was Michael and Paige, as we were waiting in the lobby thinking that you might come back to try and find us at the casino. So we stayed around just in case you came back to try and find us.
Yeah, plus didn't you like do a whole driver? I think Michael drove around too to like look around the extra.
Like drove around Vegas, around the area to see if we could find you, but we couldn't in the end. And so then we were frantically trying to message you, whoever got your number. And I think in the end, Andy, you were able to get through to him in the end.
Yeah, I finally reached out to you via the number, and then I like, all right, well, he's home safe, and it was what it was. But anyway, that's what happened from our perspective. But I want to give you a chance to respond or address or whatever you want. But does that sound familiar?
Yeah, that sounds really familiar. But yeah, what happened was they were asking me to go outside. They didn't talk to me. I said, I don't know you. I don't want to go outside. I'm okay. Right? So they would want me to go out, and I didn't want to go. I have a problem with authority, and they got me. They put the handcuffs on me. They put me in the back, and I told her, like, you know what, you're security. You put the handcuffs. Are you? I'm under arrest, or you kidnapping me? And they told me you want us to call Metro. I said, yeah, call Metro. So I called the police, and I told them what happened. And so if I was trying to turn it up, probably I'd be torn up right here, and my shoes will be all messy. There would be splatters of vomit in my shoes or anything. And I tell him I'm okay. I say, like, he said, okay, you make sense a lot. I say, but they told me I was trespassing. They told me, security told me, and the police officer told me they took me out because I was trespassing.
Yeah, well, that's complete bullshit.
I was trespassing, and I told them, you guys got the ticket. And because I was telling so many things to the security, like, you want to be cops, they say you guys, you ruin everything, you don't know how much the ticket was, you could probably don't make that in a month. I was talking so bad, so many things to the security. And after that, I knew they were not going to go check. They were not going to go look for you. And I remember I got released like around 11:20 approximately. My phone was dead.
Oh, that's why.
They didn't tell us until after like midnight, about 12:30, 1 o'clock, because we were waiting around, and we weren't hearing anything for hours, and we just thought, you know what? We thought they were just leaving you in the drunk tank, letting you sleep it off a little bit before they were going to release you to us. So we weren't about 12:30, 1 o'clock when we went up to security guard and we were like, can we have an update on Alex, please? What's going on? And they were like, yeah, we released him into Wild. We're like, what? We're like, No, we told you when you're going to release him. Let us know. Like, tell us where. To me, we'll collect him. We'll deal with him. Like, dude. So yeah, and then it was just a frantic kind of, like I say, Paige and Michael sped off to try and find you in car whilst we waited in casino because we thought maybe you might double up back and come back in to try and find us. But yeah, that was it.
Look, I'm glad.
It turned out.
I'm just glad we got to finally hit that button and debunk this nonsense. This was insane. I didn't want any bad blood between us, my man. We've had some fun on this channel. I wanted to keep that good, so I appreciate it. Any other things you want to say to Marcella or anything else, Alex?
I want to apologize to Marcella. I feel so bad because what happened is, like, I should know better. You know, I drink a lot, and it was the combination of the alcohol, my medication, and that last drink that I got. That drink was not good. It was horrible. Like, oh no, that's it. I'm done with this. And I'm really sorry if I ruined anybody's plan.
Well, I love that. I accept your apology, sir. I'm sure Marcella will as well, and I'm glad we could smooth the air. And again, another thing I want to do before I end this, Steph, is like there are channels out there, these toxic clout chasing channels that want nothing but to destroy me. Any little stupid thing they hear, conspiracy theory, thought, allegation, whatever, they pounce on it to attempt to destroy my credibility, my life. And I'd be remiss to not, I don't want to give it any oxygen, but there was another allegation they put out last night, Steph. And it's taking every bone in my body to not do a full scorched earth video about this, but I know it's just not the right thing to do. But I just wanted to clear it up. Like, these people have crossed the line. They're coming after my family. Please don't engage with them or give them the attention. My relationship with my partner, my family, is nobody's freaking business. I've done nothing wrong. I will not engage and give the oxygen to these trolls, these pathetic, obsessed psychopaths. These are all people that were pushed out of my circle and just cannot stop trying to celebrate my downfall, and they'll believe any little thing they find. They won't question it. They won't think about it. And to this point, Steph, it's gotten so bad that they're literally, if you were to believe them, they're sharing revenge porn of Steph. I don't even know how to begin to explain the depths of the psychoness that these people are proving to be. And thank you to all the fans who were like, Andy, I don't believe it. I saw this, whatever. But I'd be remiss to not bring this up on the heels of debunking their insanity. So thank you, Alex, for helping me do that, because these people will not stop. I'm not going to engage in the way they want. I've seen the rumors. Please don't encourage or watch the rumors. Steph, do you know what I'm talking about? Do you want to say anything here before we wrap this up?
Yeah, a couple of things. Firstly, these are the same people that were peddling the lies that, oh, we drugged Alejandro, we created the drama with Alejandro for views and clicks, we used Alejandro to get to Johnny Depp, this, that, and the other. These are the same channels that were peddling those lies. So put that into context first and foremost, because we've just debunked that with the man himself, Alejandro, right here, right now. The second thing is, at the end of the day, they've crossed a line here, because not only they're coming after your family, this, that, and the other, they're saying, oh, we're doing it because it's the right thing to do. Andy's the monster, this, that, and the other. It's the right thing to do. We're the morality police, blah, 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 blah. Well, hello, you pretty much allegedly admitting that you're a freaking homewrecker, because, you know, he has a family and a partner, this, that, and the other. So really get off your high pedestal. And then, you know, in regards to this whole revenge porn thing, if it is what they are reporting it to be, which, to be fair, I've seen it. I don't even know what I'm looking at, to be fair.
Oh my God, I can't even. Steph,
right?
it's like, well, it's like, it's so crazy, because it's either like the crazy deep fake, like, and they're defaming me and it's awful, right? Or like, let's humor them for a second. Let's say it is what it is, right? They're literally breaking the law. This person, they're saying I used her. Oh my God, they're using her to a degree that I don't even think she realizes how effed she is legally. If that was real and it gets out, and it's like, I'm like, I don't even know. Like, did they hack my phone? Like, is this a deep fake? I don't even know. I refuse to engage or give them anything. doxing. They definitely don't have my permission. So tread lightly, trolls, because you have now crossed the line into criminal behavior. And if that's really what you think is justice, I don't know. They're always like, Andy's doxing Camila. Oh my God. The lengths they will go to try and to get me, it is sickening. Anyway, I don't want to keep giving this air. Please ignore it. All you got to know is my relationship with my partner is my business. And Steph knows, they keep thinking that Steph and I are an item. We're not. Steph and my partner are very good friends. My partner doesn't want to be online. My partner doesn't want to be in this world. My partner knows everything about me, for better or worse. I am so lucky to have her in my life, and I'm so happy she has my back. You can't tear us down. You can't tear this channel down. I don't know what you think your end game is, but you look pathetic. You look obsessed. You look crazy. Enough. Move on. Leave my family out of it, or I will pursue legal action. Go ahead, guys.
I know that
you cannot believe everything they read. People, as soon as they read something, they believe it. I found a video on Twitter saying that I was against Amber because I did post something on TikTok. I said, oh, so why we should believe Alex if he's against Amber? I said, I'm not against Amber. It was a fun video. It was like, I don't have anything against no one. They don't affect my life. It's like,
well, that's the thing. It's like this whole trial proved anything. Like, hello, due process, do your research. One lone accusation does not define a person. But my God, these haters don't care about research. They don't care about hearing my side, and they don't deserve any response, even a denial. They deserve nothing. They are nothing to me. You guys are nothing. Hello, I'm living my best life. The odds, the irony of them doing it as we met Johnny speaks a lot. But it's always amazing to me. I've been through enough with affairs, whatever. It's always the people who have the affair consensually who then turn into the morality police. It always boggles my mind. It's like, great, got it. Guys, I beg of you, please don't engage. Thank you if you really believe that shit, then you can hit the door. But I hope you've come to learn us enough that I would never cross the line to my family. That's going to hurt them or anybody. I would never, and that's all that matters. I refuse to keep engaging. So if this ever addresses again, I will pin you to this part of the video. So I'm glad I got to get that as well. So Alex, I forgive you. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me debunk all this nonsense. And Steph,
sorry for all the mess and everything and all the shenanigans that's going on. But I hope, I'm happy to clear this out. And again, I'm really sorry about all that what happened.
It's all good, brother. Steph, go ahead. Final word from you, Steph.
Yeah. So one final thing that I want to put across that I think is very, very important is that, I've been completely honest in terms of, what I've been through, the truth of the matter of my past and my history. I am a victim of SA. I have been repeatedly hard when I was a child. And let's put it this way. Think about it logically, okay? If we are to give... Why would I call Andy, my brother, one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, okay, if I thought or I had the belief that he's this monster that they're painting out for him to be, that he does a sniff of any non-consensual. Why would I call him my big brother? I wouldn't. This is absolute nonsense, guys. Think about it logically. It doesn't make sense. So, yeah. Yeah,
they don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about Alex. They don't care about this mod that they just exposed. They only care about getting their own clicks and getting the attention.
There's still people that believe Amber was telling the truth. So yeah.
It's unreal. They think, anyway, I don't want to keep, anyway, I've addressed it. It's there. I'm not afraid of this by any stretch of the imagination, guys. I would love nothing more than to go full scorched earth and expose all the stuff I could to prove how bullshit the stories are about me out there. Please don't engage. If you're a fan of this community, I hope you'll trust and be part of this and understand that I don't want to give them any air or any oxygen. That's what they want.
That's what I did my the interviews. The one day you were talking about that with Spanish. I told them just don't want to give him more things to talk. Just ignore them, and that's it. There's nothing going on. They want attention.
Yeah, and the reality is just, I'll say this was that my partner wants nothing to do with the online world. She's not going to engage in any of this. I'm not going to bring her up. My relationship is none of your business, guys. That's who I owe everything to and who I owe any explanations to. I assure you, she knows everything about me. We are good. We are stronger than ever. If anybody comes after my family, though, especially seemingly with criminal behavior, Steph, I will use all my resources and means possible to set an example of that, because that is beyond that is disgusting. And as they do, I'm sure another video watching this, I just can't believe how bored you all are that you think there's like anyone cares. I'm not even a celebrity, guys. Why are you wasting so much of your life talking about me? Get a life, get some air, go outside. My God, move on with your life. I'm not into you.
Now you feel like I feel.
Yes. Oh my God. Well, Alejandro, I appreciate you for coming out, apologizing. We accept it. Thank you for clearing the air on this. Steph, you know I love you. Thank you for always being there through it all for me and my partner. I appreciate you. We're not doing it, guys. Jesus Christ. I appreciate all you guys for hearing us out, and we're always going to be as transparent as possible, but there's just certain things I refuse to engage on, and this is one of those things I refuse to engage on. So no more. You heard it. That's my take. Thanks for everybody who sent me the nonsense and said, we know this is nonsense. You guys are amazing. We'll be live later today to talk more about the news, the actual news, and more. So hit that subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for watching. We love you. See you soon.